are now going to start our first session of the day, so please welcome Campus Ministries Director of Solidarity and Leadership, Ms. Carol Gibney.
Welcome. It's so great to have you here. It really is so awesome to have you here. We're excited that we're together for the first time this summer. And as Dan just mentioned, it's just 2 months away that you're going to be becoming full-time college students. It's been a tough year, has it not? It's been a tough year for all of us. So I will just say, I'm going to say just a couple of words. I'm going to show you a short video, and I'll tell you a little bit about campus ministry. The Director of Solidarity and Leadership in Campus Ministry. This is my 20th year. So you'll find that many of the staff, we love this place, Fordham, so much that we don't leave, we stay. And it's our desire and hope that for all of the families that are here, you've made a wise choice. There's something about Fordham that's a little bit different. There's something about the sense of community. You and I, the unity in our community is what makes Fordham, the folks in the back, am I right? Fordham, yeah. Woohoo! It's about love. You're gonna fall in love with love. Love sustains us, and when you look around this room, some of our students, they're gonna be starting friendships that will last their entire lives. I've been here so long that I get to see the seeds that are being planted this day. Doctors, lawyers, over on Broadway, almost every play has someone from Fordham on their staff. Wall Street, this is the capital of the world. You've made an incredible decision. Hold on to your seats, because the ride is going to be wild, exciting, and we're based in this Jesuit mission of community, love, service, a faith that does action, God, the great outdoors. You step outside of the doors and you're right in a beautiful place in New York City. You're a block away from Central Park, right? God, good orderly direction. So I'm just going to show you a little bit of a film, some of our students, and just I'll be back in just a moment.
Hello and welcome to Fordham. My name is Bridget and I'm a senior.
And my name is Catalina Castillo-Lozano and I'm a junior at FCLC.
This presentation is called Fordham, the Jesuits, and Me. As you go throughout your orientation, you'll learn more and more about Fordham and meet a lot of people who make up the Fordham community, of which you are now all a part.
You cannot truly get to know Fordham, however, without getting to know Fordham as a Jesuit university. Perhaps you have heard Father McShane welcome you to Fordham, the Jesuit University of New York, the Jesuit University of the capital of the world.
Whether you've had experience with Jesuit education before or not, whether you find that a compelling reason to be here or not, we guarantee you will have a college experience unlike anyone else while you are here.
Fordham's identity as a Jesuit university in the heart of New York City is what makes it unique from every other school in the world. There are 27 Jesuit colleges and universities in the U.S. and dozens of schools here in New York City, but there is only one that is both Jesuit and in New York City, Fordham.
By being here, you are already situated to have a college education and experience unlike anyone else anywhere.
Here at Fordham, we are committed to the discovery of wisdom and the transmission of learning through research and undergraduate, graduate, and professional education of the highest quality.
Guided by our Catholic and Jesuit traditions, Fordham fosters the intellectual, moral, and spiritual development of our students and prepares you for leadership in a global society.
We hope you are inspired by Fordham's Jesuit identity in some way, and we encourage you, if you want to make the most of your Fordham education, to let it impact you. Embrace it. We encourage you to live the mission here at Fordham.
We asked several Fordham students how they live the mission, and we captured their responses in a short video. As you watch, think about how you might answer the question and where you might see yourself in the next edition of this video in a year or two.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm horrible at interviews.
Living the mission? It's a good question.
Doing unto others as,
Repeat the question again. For me, living the mission means that you put Jesuit values in everything that you do.
patience, perseverance.
Working hard.
The ability to want to learn.
And just giving back. Helping the people around you, helping your community, growing as a person.
Not just academically, but also spiritually, socially, mentally.
Through various activities and events going on, you're always constantly learning.
Fordham's really showed me, you can find wisdom anywhere.
You're discovering new places. You're meeting so many new people.
And I think that through that you do discover wisdom because you are taught to be a critical thinker.
I value my classes, I value my professors.
And I think having the Jesuit ideals kind of centered at our education makes it that much richer.
I'm living the mission just by going out and doing stuff.
Working to help children with developmental disabilities.
I'm going on a go trip this year, which I'm super excited about, to New Orleans.
Always being respectful to my fellow students.
I'm a mentor.
We serve food to the homeless.
Just growing as a person.
Living the mission at Fordham University is really, understanding your life, understanding your spirituality, and trying to apply them to your world inside the classroom, outside the classroom.
Developing relationships with different people, different backgrounds.
And not just having an education for yourself, but having an education so that you can help others. And I think we all embody that.
As you can see from this video, living the mission can mean a variety of different things, and each member of the Fordham community will live it differently because each person has their own unique interests and skill set.
Cultivating those diverse interests is part of what makes a Jesuit education unique. When we speak of Jesuit education, we often speak of two driving commitments. First, a commitment to academic rigor, and second, a commitment to each student as a whole person.
We believe that your intellectual growth cannot be separated from your personal well-being. We want to support you in your quest to become individuals of the highest caliber and feed your desire to build your own unique character, your own purpose. And we want you to be people who cultivate and use your unique gifts to make this world a much better place. Jesuit education thus seeks to transform you, and to transform all of us who work here with you as well. The way Jesuit education seeks to transform students isn't by changing you into who you don't want to be, but by helping you discover who it is you are, who you want to be, and how you can be your best self. And then we help you get there.
Here at Fordham, in the classroom, through extracurricular activities, through jobs and internships, through relationships with classmates, mentors, etc., we will help you discover your very unique gifts and talents. Those gifts you have, but you may not be aware of yet. Passions you have may only be starting to catch your attention. We will ask you the tough questions. We will challenge you to try new things and to see from new perspectives.
We will also challenge you and encourage you to discover what it is you believe. Because Fordham is a Catholic and Jesuit university, it is a place where questions of meaning and value are welcomed and encouraged. Fordham is a place where people of all backgrounds can grow in and explore what we believe and learn from one another. This diversity of thought makes us stronger as a community and helps us each grow in and form our own beliefs. And if you aren't sure what you believe, this is a wonderful time, surrounded by so many perspectives and opportunities, to embrace the questions and explore the answers so you might be able to discover what you believe and find where you belong, and to uncover how you too might come to live the mission at Fordham.
Just like in the video we shared, how you choose to live the mission at Fordham will be different for each of you.
The Division of Mission Integration and Planning, comprised of Campus Ministry, the Center for Community Engaged Learning, and the Center for Religion and Culture,
is here to provide every Fordham student unique opportunities to connect with Fordham's mission, to integrate it into a part of your identity as a member of the Fordham community.
To help you live the mission. It is also to help you identify your own purpose and live out your own mission so you can fully thrive while you're here. That is our mission, why we are here, to help you thrive.
We are dedicated to your acquisition of cultural awareness and an understanding in an experimental learning experience that is practical in the real world. Fordham's motto says, New York is my campus, Fordham is my school. To be a Fordham University student is to be recognized for the scholarship that goes beyond the classroom, the engagement with community partners to work in areas such as advocacy, social justice, youth leadership development, learning, and research.
We encourage you to take advantage of the variety of programs and opportunities we offer and those afforded by a variety of faith-based clubs and social justice organizations on campus. Through these programs, you can participate in spirituality and service programs while meeting an enriching community of people who may become your closest friends. You can go on retreat, such as the Fresh Vision Retreat for first-year students in September, participate in Urban Plunge, apply online, or connect service learning to your classes.
You can also discover more about social justice while building community and growing in spirituality through global outreach. And in all these programs, you can find friendships with others who are wrestling with the same questions you are and who also seek to live a life of meaning.
As you can see, there are many ways to get involved and for people of all backgrounds, faiths, and more to come to embrace and live out Fordham's mission as a Jesuit university here in the heart of New York.
Whether you're familiar with Jesuit education or not before today, our challenge to you is to embrace it. Through your time here, to open yourself up to new possibilities and to new ways of growing, serving, learning, and loving.
Please don't be strangers throughout the year. You can find campus ministry and the Center for Community Engaged Learning at Lincoln Center in Lowenstein 217 and at Rose Hill in the McGinley building. We look forward to getting to know you soon.
So you can run into, can you hear me back there? Can you hear me okay? All right. So the two students updates, Catalina will be in our office. She's our student intern. She's getting ready to get into law school. You might run into her in the elevator. And then Bridget was just hired by Cristo Rey High School, which is a Jesuit high school in Harlem, and she's completing her 5-year master's degree. So you might run into her in the elevator as well. So just to tell you a little bit about all of the things that we offer you and what I've been privileged to get to meet students through the years. One of my greatest blessings these last few years is I got certified to teach yoga, and I'm part of a network of 9 teachers across the country that are certified Ignatian yoga teachers. So sitting here, there's a lot of energy in the room. I can just feel it. Just take your arms right where you are. Just inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Shut your eyes here. Touch your beautiful hearts. And just let your arms relax. I'm just going to offer a guided prayer meditation right where you are. Just get your feet grounded on the earth. Sit up nice and tall. And I like to keep things simple, and I use the word grace. The word grace begins with the letter G for gratitude. So just breathing in all that fills your heart, your mind, and your body with gratitude on this beautiful Monday, about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime. Perhaps gratitude for the family or friends that are here with you, that surround you, that have brought you to this place. Next up in the word grace is the letter R for reflecting on love. As you reflect on love, as students, reflect on the gift of family and friends that have sustained you, that have encouraged you, that have allowed you to be a successful high school graduate, about to enter the next chapter in your life. And as a parent or friend who has brought the student here, reflect on the love of the person that is about to begin their college experience. Reflect on the love that that student has shared with your life, the love of the relationship, gratitude, reflecting on love. Next up in the word grace is the letter A for affirmation. Naming the gift, the strength, the talent that God has given you, something that you do excellently and effortlessly, acknowledging what that is, and saying thank you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. The secret to a joyful life is to really maintain and develop and maintain an attitude of gratitude. Thank you for the gift, the strength, the talent that each one of you in this room has been given and that you're going to share with the world. We cannot keep what we have unless we give it away. Gratitude, reflecting on love, affirmation. Next up in the word grace is the letter C. Where do you feel centered and calm in your heart, your mind, and your body? Gratitude, reflecting on love, affirmation, C for centered, and last but not least in the word grace is the letter E for enthusiasm and excitement. Name that which you are excited about as you begin this new chapter, as a student, as the parent who is here, the friend who has accompanied the student. What are you excited for and enthusiastic about this new chapter? And asking that that be blessed and used for the greater good of the world, the greater good for your communities, your families, the greater good for God and goodness. And that's ad madrum Dei gloriam, AMDG, for the greater glory of God and goodness. And so, my friends, one more stretch. Lift those arms up as you inhale. And maybe flip those hands. It's already been a long day, eh? You've all traveled to get here, however you got here, subways, planes, trains, automobiles. One big inhale and exhale. Just shake your hands out, shoulders, and get ready. Get ready for the ride of a lifetime. It's a great place, again, for the families that are here, for the students. Talk to our students. Our students are our greatest asset. What they do out in the world, being transformed by love, being transformed by the sense of becoming critical thinkers and ascertaining what is right and just in the world, it's a gift that you're going to share with the entire world. We can't change the world, but we can change ourselves. And as we change ourselves, we do change the world, right? So, in the Office of Campus Ministry, we're in McMahon on the second floor. And we have a beautiful retreat house about 35 miles north of the city. We have a team of 28 student leaders from Lincoln Center and Rose Hill. They come together. We've been Zooming. We've all been Zooming. And it's so great to be with you all. And they're planning a variety of awesome retreats. And no matter what your background is, join us on a retreat. It can be transformative. We offer a variety of weekly student-led groups and opportunities to serve. One of my roles in campus ministry is I facilitate our Pedro Rupe volunteers. And we go and do a variety of community engagements. Right in this neighborhood, across the street, St. Paul the Apostle Church, there's a soup kitchen, and we prepare food, we distribute. There's an organization, you can look it up. It's based in Dobbs Ferry, New York. It's called the Midnight Run. And we go out several times a semester. Students from Rose Hill will take a Ram van down. We'll be walking from this campus, and we will distribute clothing and toiletries to people experiencing homelessness. The Pedro Rupe Volunteers is not just about service, though. It's about opportunities to gather in dialogues. We have speakers. The director of Midnight Run just came and gave a talk last semester. I host something called Common Grounds Conversations. I had two amazing Lincoln Center alums give talks. One is a lawyer for the EPA, and she talked about environmental racism. And I had another doctor who is up in Worcester, Massachusetts, and she talked about inequity in healthcare. And so there's a world of opportunities and ways that you can get involved in campus ministry. And as I keep saying, I'm just like, I want to smile when I see all of your faces, because it's so exciting what's about to happen. Your hearts are going to just explode with a variety, and your bodies, like that's part of what campus ministry is here to remind you, to thrive and to take good care of yourselves, right? It's a lot. So, you know, I offer weekly Ignatian yoga. We have meditation groups. I have awesome colleagues here that offer all kinds of opportunities for you to get your physical self grounded. And then from there, to have conversations and friends that will sustain you, right? Community is what got through us this last year and a half of this pandemic. I don't know about anybody else, but that's the way. It's family, friends, getting out in nature, right? All the things that we know and we take for granted, but sometimes when you, like I said, you look outside there's so many things. Bruce Springsteen just came back to Broadway. I mean, it's very exciting. The world is starting to reconvene once again. And so knowing that for all of us in campus ministry, there's 12 full-time employees. We have, I think, 6 part-time folks. I always have a nice teapot. I have a variety of teas, and many of my colleagues come and get to know us, chat with us. In addition to the retreats, we have, and the opportunities that I mentioned, my colleagues in the Center for Community and Engaged Learning. There's service learning opportunities where you can connect doing service out in the community with a class. And I think there's right now down here 37 classes being offered. So many ways that you can get involved, come out of your heads, because in academia we can stay up here, but it's your heart, your mind, and your body, and that they're all connected. I often ask students, is your heart, your feet, your heart, and your body in the same place? And sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not. So taking good care of yourself, you'll hear the word cura personalis, which is taking care of the whole person. And it's really important to us. There's a variety of folks that we look out for each other. And Dr. Jen Campbell, who is an amazing person, I can't wait for you all to get to know her, and Dan Patterson and Melissa and all the students that are here today that have volunteered their time. They'll talk to you about some of the opportunities in global outreach. I've had the privilege of chaperoning 12 projects, from being right here in New York City to Peru and Ecuador and Nicaragua. And so I invite you to check out what is being offered. We're beginning to plan our programs again in person, which is exciting. And I hope that as you spend this day, raise your hand if you have been to Fordham, if this is your first time being at Fordham. Raise your hand. Okay, so maybe half. So half of you have been here. The other half of you, all of you, welcome. We're delighted you're here. And As I said, I can't wait to see the rest of the story as your stories unfold. And we're delighted that you're here. And stop by and see me. You can get in touch with us at CM at Fordham and the Center for Community Engaged Learning. We have something called College Access as well, local high schools. You all have just been through the process of getting into Fordham, but to in turn pass that on to others, to students that live right in this community and the Bronx community, to offer them an opportunity to walk through and talk through the process of getting into a good college and university. And so, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you at lunch, and welcome. Welcome to the Ramley, as you already heard. Okay?
Right. First, I just want to thank Campus Ministry for their time and for a great presentation. Thank you so much. And now we're going to be breaking off into our resident and commuter sessions. So I'm going to ask that resident guests please stay seated, while commuter guests please stand, and we're going to file out of the room. Our lovely orientation leaders, Rosa and Gabriel, I don't know if y'all want to wave back there, they are going to lead you to McNally Amphitheater for your session. So if you want to stand and follow them out, that door back there.